Well, I can't believe I'm actually doing this, but I am putting down my first video ever for YouTube, and it's kind of a big event for me. Don't have any idea what I'm doing, and yeah, a little bit kind of lost on how to even start this. But I'll just go ahead and tell you guys what's up with me right now. I am living in my van. About a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, maybe, I moved into my van. I had put all of my belongings in a storage unit and sort of just rolled the dice. I've been getting this van prepped for this trip for some time now. I've had the van a while, but I wasn't really confident in taking the leap and just moving into it. Not only because I didn't think the van was ready, I just didn't think I was ready. And I'm still deciding if I'm ready for this, but I'm out here, I'm surviving, and so far it's been pretty fun, gotta say. So yeah, I'm not going to make one big video for the entire trip because I don't even know how long the trip's going to be. It could be a month. It could be 2 months. It could be the whole rest of the summer. I don't know. But for now, you'll join me as I head north from the San Francisco Bay Area up to, actually the first stop is Calistoga, to have a final farewell with some of my closest friends. And then I head up Highway 1 to a really cool place called Usal Beach. And then from there, I'll head up to near Eureka, way up north on the coast, and do some camping and fishing and just everything else that I remembered to film. So welcome to the channel. The channel is Van Lord. My friend Alex coined that term because while we all wish we were landlords and property owners at the time, he's like, you're a van lord, dude. You have a van. So yeah, welcome to Van Lord. Welcome to my little world. And I hope you liked the video. Cheers. Here up north of Jenner, Highway 1 is so windy that my step ladder right here, every sharp turn it just wants to rock and roll. So I'm going to try and attach it with one of these ball strap thingies. Alright, we'll see how that holds. Looks like we're just going to drive off into the ocean. Absolutely stunning day out here today. Holy smokes. Every chance I get, I let cars pass me. I know that I am not the quickest vehicle on the road, and I'm also trying to enjoy the view and, you know, stay on the road. So yeah, a full tank of gas and a full tank in the Sprinter, I honestly have no idea where I am in relation to the, payload capacity of this thing, but I can feel it. This was a really special moment for me, getting the kayak out on the water for the first time. This river was really just a pit stop, and I pulled off the highway, got out on the water, got paddling, and then it sort of hit me. This wasn't just a road trip. This was my life now. Anything that I wanted to do, anything I saw that looked interesting or fun, I could do it. It's not like, oh yeah, maybe I have time to do a quick paddle before, I need to be in this certain place by a certain time. It's no longer like that for me. And that was a really overwhelming but really cool feeling. Got the sun it's been nothing but windy ass Highway 1, and now this. These are hard miles. Oh jeez. Okay, this is steep and bumpy. Let's see. Come on. Come on. You got it, you got it, you got it, you got it. Yes. Yes. Sprinter van, baby. Who needs four-wheel drive? Who needs it? When you got like 25 gallons of diesel full in the tank and then 25 gallons of water in your water tank, just keeping those rear wheels glued to the dirt. Oh man, this looks gnarly. Oh dear. Kind of straddle this rut. I don't know if that's like the most advisable strategy, but it's what I'm doing and it's working. Oh my god. Yep. Nailed it. Oh, Jesus, it's just Root City right here. Okay. Alright. Okay. Just kind of bump on up that. Wow, didn't even slip. Alright, well, yeah, fun, and then it can go to a bit nerve-wracking in an instant. I have no idea if I'm like halfway there or if it's even that. But yeah, I'm pressing on. Holy smokes, guys. I did this road like 8 years ago. I think it was this road. I thought there's only one road to get to Usal Beach, but there's been like 5 points where I was almost sure I wasn't gonna make the van up like a really sharp, steep turn with mud. I think this thing has like a limited slip rear diff because, I mean, I pulled out of a lot of really sketchy, steep uphill like obstacles, I guess. And the only reason it's so sketchy is because there's very, very few places to like safely turn around. I mean, backing down some of those hills would have been like really, really bad. But I think I made it through the toughest uphill stretch, and I'm about to hit a stretch that's a little bit more chill and kind of just winding through the redwoods on a flat zone, and we'll see how it goes. Ooh, this road is crazy, man. We're just like hanging out 1,000 feet over the Pacific right now on just this little catwalk of a dirt road. I hear my life rattling around in the back. Oh my god, like how do they make this road in the first place? Oh cool. Trailhead in the middle of nowhere. Oh, dip. So I ran into the first car on this road that I've seen, and this guy's got a U-Haul trailer, probably with all his camping gear for the weekend. And I'll tell you what, that's the right idea. Let the U-Haul trailer take the beating. I don't know if you guys can see that down there. That's the beach. Reminds me of the Waipio Valley in Hawaii, actually. Oh yeah, getting close, boys and girls. And the road, oh my god. Okay, this is gonna be a challenge here. Don't tip it over into the bushes, Tom. Okay. No Nice creek. Well, found a super chill campsite. Got the van kind of leveled out. The beach area is pretty packed for camping. That's how it was last time I was here. I was hoping to get here a couple days ago, midweek, but it's Thursday and there's just a ton of people there. But I really like this spot. It backs up to this steep kind of hillside with ferns and trees. I haven't seen any mosquitoes yet, and it's got a nice fire pit. We'll see if I can find any logs laying around. But yeah, here we go. Salad. And then I'm gonna bust out ground beef and add it to the Annie's mac and cheese. Pretty solid camp meal. Yummy. This stuff is really good, but it's not messing around. Gotta be careful with it. This adds a little extra flavor. I have this instead of milk, not because I'm like vegan or anything, but it just, it takes a very long time to expire. It's better for keeping in the van, and these can sit, sideways without leaking. And then olive oil instead of butter. Quite a process setting up the shower, but it's worth it because it saves space. So you hook that thing right in there. The hot water heater's at about 5 minutes to warm up, and the green light means it's good to go. So we'll turn on this valve. And yeah, as you can see there, the corner of the pan, which is a washing machine pan, I drilled a hole in it and have a little spout going down into that plastic container. That's the drain. So then I can pour it into the sink, and the sink has, a drain to the gray water tank underneath the van. I just didn't want to cut another hole in the floor for the shower, and I don't want the shower to just be leaking onto the ground as I'm using it. Morning, guys. It's mid-morning, and I'm at Usal Beach, and it's a gorgeous day. I slept in, took a shower, and just sort of did some housekeeping here in the van, like copying some footage to my laptop and charging things and just making sure nothing was broken from the drive-in. God, that drive-in took like a year off my life in the stress. I was like, as soon as I pulled up the road, I was like, I don't remember this. It seemed like when I was there before, the drive just wasn't a big deal. I don't know. Maybe it's because we were in a smaller car. And this road, I didn't think it was very easy, but there's like a Winnebago down here. Like not a full size one, but one of those, you know, like class C, class B, I don't know, the one that's like, you know, a Ford van with a huge box built on the back of it. There's one down there, which is impressive. I mean, just given the sheer width of it, there were parts of that road where like I was scraping branches on both sides, and the Sprinter van's very skinny. So I don't get it. This happened last time I was down here. We saw a like a Mercedes sedan, the same one I have actually, and it got stuck on the beach. But you know, it got down to the beach. Like it got stuck because they were idiots and tried to drive it in the sand. But every time I'm down here, apparently there's just like people who are really good and confident in driving their stuff off road. And I guess I'm just like, you know, I worry a little bit, and you know, I really don't want to scrape anything on the underside on a rock. Like that's kind of like my hard stop. You know, if I start doing that, I'm gonna turn around. But you know, a mud flap, a little underside of the front bumper here and there, like whatever, that's fine. But yeah, as soon as I feel like I'm doing any serious damage, you know, I just don't think it's worth it. But anyways, yeah, made it, feeling refreshed. It's just, you know, a really, really nice day. Surprise, surprise. So we'll find some hikes to do. I was starting on my hike and I walked by this little path or driveway, like dirt road that led toward the creek, and it was a campsite, and I just couldn't pass it up. I grew up in the redwoods, and I've never seen redwood trees like this. Like, it almost looks like the earth moved out from under them by like 20 feet. And what we're seeing is maybe what's usually underground. But I actually have no idea if that's true at all. That's just my hypothesis, and I have no service here, so I can't look it up. But this place is crazy. Never seen anything like that. Okay, here it explains that salty air and strong coastal winds caused that. And I'm not a scientist or a biologist or a botanist or arborist or whoever studies trees, but there are many places along the California coast where redwoods grow, and there are conditions just like this with salty air and strong winds, and this just doesn't happen anywhere else that I know of. So I'm skeptical, but I'm also just naturally a skeptical person. Jesus, look at this, like, Popeye the Sailor forearm redwood limb. This is like a branch, and it's probably weighs as much as my van. Dude. Something crazy happened here. There's the Winnebago. I have no idea how the hell they got that down there. Maybe I just need to sack up with my off-road driving skills. I would actually love to see that climbing the road out of here for educational purposes. We've come to this point in the trail where it's pretty obvious that it's on an old logging road, but you can see the new growth up here. These are like firs or pines, I can't tell, but the new growth has come in and has grown, right along the middle of the road. But basically, most of the old original redwoods were just completely logged from most of California. I don't know the percentage, but it's like probably over 90%. I don't know. And I don't know. It's just crazy to think how, humans can just absolutely decimate, whether it's fish or trees or whatever. And it's like, they knew that a tree, like a giant old redwood tree, they knew that it would take hundreds of years, or maybe even thousands of years in some cases, to regrow. But they just kept cutting as if, they could grow overnight. It's pretty inexcusable, but it's also neat to see the redwoods, are once again doing well. And the other trees too. The new growth, some of the new growth ones are huge already, like hundreds of feet tall. But if you buy a house in California or anywhere else where they use the old growth redwoods to build homes, I mean, do everything you can to keep those parts of the house intact, because redwood is known to be extremely strong and resistant to termites and rot and all that if you take care of it. You can tell old growth trees by the number of rings, how densely packed the rings are, and that makes it much stronger. It's like carbon fiber weaves. The more rings you have, the more points of strength there are. It's like layers. But yeah, I mean, all of San Francisco, and I'm sure many other cities, were exclusively built of old growth redwood trees. There's a bear. I saw a bear. Hey, buddy. Okay, well, I didn't actually know there were bears around here. Tonight, Rambo First Blood Part 2. Alright, I'm heading out on another hike today. Yesterday, I got probably halfway through a 4.5 mile loop, and that's when I saw the bear and turned around. So I kind of want to do the trail maybe starting from the other direction. Alright. Wheat thins and sardines, I swear. They were meant to be. I get it. Sardines smell like cat food. But when you don't feel like cooking, they're a pretty solid little meal. Healthy fats, so I'm told. Yummy. Usal Beach. And I gotta say, I'm pretty sad to go. I had such a good time here, such a good campsite, and such perfect weather. It was sunny and warm every single day. And I stayed a couple extra days. Yeah, like I was saying, really bittersweet. I'm pretty sad actually to be leaving. And I gotta kind of get in the mindset that every day is kind of an adventure on the road and you can't get too attached to any one place, because that's the way of the road. So I'm looking forward to my next campsite, hopefully somewhere near Hat Creek, and I'm really excited to get into the fishing section of the trip. For now, I just gotta make it out of this road. So yeah, I will be in first gear for the next hour. Wish me luck. The camera won't do justice here, but the initial grade out of the beach is just pretty steep. It's a nice little wake-up call to what lies ahead. And you can't just grip it and rip it, because there's these humongous potholes everywhere. And if I was speeding, I would just basically wreck my van. So that's the challenge with two-wheel drive. You gotta somehow maintain some sort of momentum, but also go slow enough to negotiate the dips and holes, but also just maintain traction. Okay, so here I'm gonna straddle this rut because I don't know how else to do it. Alright, feeling a little wheel slippage. Oh my god. Pucker, oh my god, alright. Jesus Christ. I'm like 2 minutes into this. Oh my god. They really need to just drop some gravel on this road. Like, how hard is that? Spun more times in 5 minutes than they did the whole entire time into the beach. It's just this descent into the beach is really steep. And as I was coming into the beach, I was kind of just quietly ignoring how steep it was, knowing that I was going to have to figure that out in a couple days' time. But so far I'm making it. Oh boy. See, this is another thing I really hate, how it's pitched to one side. Because my van is tall and I really like to try to not get too much body lean. But right now it's hard to avoid. Oh. Okay. I think I got through the hard part. I'm just giving the transmission a rest. That was a really, really steep climb. And this van's probably overloaded, so I'm just gonna do a little stretch of the legs. A little walk around, make sure my mud flaps are still there. Oh, this one got folded, you can see it. Kayak is still solid. Yep. All good. Actually getting out of the campsite was, oh yeah, there you go. The tow hitch, or not the tow hitch, but the recovery loop did a little digging. All good. Friggin' potholes. Oh, that view. When this road is in the trees, I think I figured it out, it just doesn't get pounded by rainstorms. But these clear sections, you can just see the road becomes a rain gutter. And like up here, oh god. Yeah, the ruts, I mean the ruts are like 18 inches deep. And that's not a rut from overuse, that's just from water dripping down, and then no fixes made when the seasons change. Because this is, I mean, it's a public road. Like, anyone can drive this road, and it's a park for people to use, but they're kind of telling me, like, if you want to come in here, you gotta earn it. And there's something to be said about that, but I don't know, I think there's a sign that says no RVs or something at the entrance, but you just, aside from going and seeing for yourself, there's no way of knowing how crazy this road actually is. I'll be back though. Here's that muddy part I was talking about on the way in. That was one of the points where I thought I was hosed, because it's so steep, and I just thought one of my wheels was gonna start slipping. But going down, it's not gonna be an issue. This is a view I missed on the way in because I was so concerned about the road. But wow, look at that. Gorgeous. I can see the highway down there. Almost made it. Back on Highway 1. Out at Big Lagoon, which is about 20 miles north of Eureka, California, right on the coast. The ocean is on the other side of this big sand dune here. Basically, this looked like a great place to go for a paddle in the kayak, and it was. It's beautiful out here, actually. And while I was out there, I saw some guy fishing from the shore just with a spin rod. He's a fisheries student here at the local university, and he said there's tons of steelhead trout and cutthroat trout in this lagoon. He says some of the steelhead get trapped because they come up in the winter time to spawn as the lagoon breaches into the ocean, and then when it closes up, a lot of them get trapped. And I don't know if the cutthroat trout are trapped or if they are just like local year-round fish. Anyways, he said fishing was really good. He said he could almost get a fish every cast. In fact, he said watch this, and he cast his lure out right in front of me and hooked a fish. Didn't bring it in, but he hooked a nice little like 12-inch trout. So I'm walking back out to where he was, and we'll see what happens. Even just walking out here to where I want to fish is so pretty. This place is worth a visit, even if you just want to go for a walk. But yeah, anyways, the guy, I forgot, but he told me that this water even has like Dungeness crab in it, and I'm seeing clamshells on the sand here where I'm walking too. So I honestly thought this was just like a saltwater pond, and I assumed there was some sort of fish in it, but as a trout fisherman for most of my life, this is like not your typical trout waters. So I'm really excited to see what I can find.
Kind of glad that thing flipped off because I didn't want to get towards his teeth.
Pulled off on the side of 101 on this little frontage road, but there is an absolutely gorgeous sunset out there. It's kind of hard to see through the window, but yeah. So yesterday didn't go exactly as planned. Not in a bad way, but when I left Usal Beach, I had been without service for several days, and I could look at Google Maps and I could look at kind of like the broad overview of highways and roads, but I couldn't actually plot a course. So I'm trying to get over from the coast, the north coast, over towards Redding, and then towards Mount Lassen National Park and the Hat Creek area. So I kind of have to traverse California east to or west to east. And I thought that there was a highway that would link me in a semi-direct way from where I was, but then when I got to service, because I didn't even know if I was supposed to turn north or south on 101, basically. And when I got to 101, I turned south, got into some service, I pulled over, and then I plotted a map, and it basically had me going way south and then heading northeast, basically up Highway 5. And I didn't want to do that. So then I decided, oh, well, if I go up north past Eureka to this beautiful area here, which I was originally, thinking about doing, then where does it take me to go from here east towards Lassen? And it took me in like a much more scenic and direct route. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to say goodbye to the coast and head towards the mountains. See you there. Fits like a glove.